जय श्री राधे कृष्णा। आप सभी का स्वागत है एडीजे न्यूज में। So today is a very special episode of our series Bate. As we all know, we are conduct a lots of interviews in this series. Today is our 28th episode, which we are conducting internationally. That's really a proud moment for our company, and I really feel very happy to share a screen with the person from Botswana. Let's welcome Miss Samantha. She's an etiquette coach from Botswana, South Africa. She's providing etiquette training in Botswana, and her company is totally public limited. It's a public owned company in Botswana. So now let's know more about her from her, and I request her first of all that she share all her details and journey with us so we can know more about her, and if she feels that she also can share some cultural details to us so we also know about Botswana in a well way. So first of all, let's a very warm welcome with Samantha for joining us today. Very warm welcome, ma'am. Jai Shri Radhe Krishna. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, sir, for having me. I'm very excited to be doing this interview because, like you are saying, it's an international interview. And just being here with you means so much to me because you are going to be learning about Botswana and I'll be learning about India. Firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Samantha Matlhagela. I know that may sound difficult to pronounce. I'm in a country called Botswana. It's in Africa. And just a point of correction, you had said South Africa, but Botswana is outside South Africa. It's just in the southern part of Africa, but it's a complete different country from South. There's Botswana, then there's South Africa. Botswana is just it's a beautiful country, small and small in population, about 2 million people. I know India has so many people, but Botswana is just 2 million people. So you can imagine how special it is and nice and airy. Yes, thank you for having me. I am an etiquette coach. The name of my company is called the Etiquette Class. I am a wife and a mother of one. I have a 7-year-old daughter. And I love people. I love learning about other cultures. I love meeting new people, and I just care about people and always trying to help others to become the best versions of themselves. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this interview. Thank you.
Very welcome, ma'am. And that's really nice you have shared about you. Now, let's start this section in a good way. And let's me ask some of the questions to you. First of all, I want to know that how you have excited or motivated to be in this field. How you become an etiquette coach. Can you please share this journey with us now?
Okay, firstly, let me explain that etiquette itself, it's misunderstood because it's about the unwritten rules, what people are supposed to do, how they're supposed to behave in different settings, at work, at home, at weddings, funerals, so these are the unwritten rules. So sometimes we behave in a way that we are not supposed to behave unknowingly. So etiquette is about correcting that. So for me to fall in love with this profession, I used to work in a bank. So I was a customer service consultant. And like customers expect you to give them exceptional, exquisite service. And you also have to look the part. So one day after helping a customer, she was happy with my service. I gave her all the information, but she told me that she was disturbed by my nails. I had nail polish on, but it was chipped. So that was an eyesore to the customer. She brought it to my attention. And I was surprised that how can somebody notice just nail polish, you know? So from that day on, I realized that customers expect us to be very professional in terms of how we help them, in terms of how we present ourselves, in terms of our dress code. So I took it seriously and fell in love with the discipline of etiquette. Then I went to do my training at the Protocol School of Washington in United States of America. And I also did my training with the Etiquette School of New York. So from there on, I continued as a banker while doing the etiquette trainings to individuals and companies on the side. But now I'm a full-time etiquette coach because I'm not in the banking industry anymore. So the beautiful thing about it is because I've been in the corporate world before, having worked for two of the biggest banks in the country. So I know the expectations of customers. I know what the employees are supposed to be doing, how they're supposed to be dressing and addressing customers. So for me, it's always exciting teaching other people how to handle themselves, how to embrace other people, how not to embarrass themselves, because most of the time we are not sure about what to do. But with etiquette, you learn all the tricks, you learn all the good manners, you learn the right protocol. So life becomes so much easier for you to sail through. Yes.
Really nice, ma'am. Now, once you started this journey, as you said, you are in a banking field. That's really a hat-trick job also in India. I feel it's in Botswana too. So I just want to know one thing, that once you started this journey, what type of challenges you have faced? Because as I have a lots of interviews in India with image consultant and etiquette coaches, so they share their journey about how they face the challenges. So I want to know what type of challenges you have faced when you start this journey as an etiquette coach.
You know, the challenge is that, like I was saying, etiquette is misunderstood. It is said to be associated with a certain class of people. So when you try to explain to people what it is and what it is about, it takes time for people to understand that you are trying to make them better, you are trying to help them, because most of the time people feel that they know everything, they know how to behave. So for you to come through and say, I want to teach you how to behave, I want to teach you how to dress, I want to teach you how to use fork and knife, because in most of the forums, when you dine out with customers, with clients, at business meetings, some cultures you use fork and knife. So even dining etiquette is part of it. So most of the time, it's really a challenge for people to understand and accept that they need to be taught the right behaviors, the right mannerisms, and the right protocols. So it's always a challenge getting people. But eventually, after you share the benefits of it, people kind of get drawn in and they understand that it's for their betterment. Yes.
Totally agree, ma'am. I can understand that. Is I just believe that in India only we face such things. But now I realize that in everywhere, even in Botswana, we face the same problems. So now,
Yeah.
if you don't mind to share that what type of early life you have lived in, and how you motivate to be in this basically in this way, because I feel, as I share read your profile, you started your journey in 2018. Okay, so in 2018 there are so many things are different. It's when the COVID is started, there are lots of startup come up. But in 2018, there's I feel very few people know about etiquettes word. So how you start this journey, and what comes to your mind? What motivate you to be just be the part in this field?
You know, when I started, I still had my banking job, but I knew at some point my banking job was going to come to an end, or I was going to want to do something different. So I started in 2018 in preparation of when I was ready to leave the banking industry. Back then, yes, it was difficult because I was doing my etiquette trainings as well as working in a bank, which was really, really busy and hectic. So, so the difference now is because in 2018, I was preoccupied more especially with my banking career, and I did my etiquette business on the side. But now, because I'm in it full time, and new things have come up, like the use of social media, if I may say. In 2018, yes, social media was there, but now it has really grown, and there's also etiquette that talks to social media. The world is becoming a global village. Like now, I'm in Botswana and I'm communicating with you in India. These are some of the things that I teach people about, that interculturally, we need to know what to do, we need to know what to say. And now people also travel the world a lot. That's another part of etiquette that I seem to concentrate on now, just preparing people that when you visit India, this is what you should expect. This is how you are supposed to behave. This is how the Indian culture goes. And then when somebody wants to visit Botswana from India, I also do the prepare them for the different cultures. Yeah, so the difference is that between 2018 and now, the use of social media has heightened. Traveling, though there was Corona, which stopped traveling for a bit, but now things are starting to pick up and people are starting to travel. So it's part of the etiquette training that I do, which is intercultural. So the difference really is the world develops year after year, year after year. So we also have to be on our toes in terms of coming up with the necessary etiquette to follow. I hope
That's
that
true.
answers your question.
That's true. That's really true. I totally happy to know that's you have that type of thing, and that's really the means of etiquette. I still believe in that way, that etiquette means to share the culture of each other, to behave, how to understand others in a best way and communicate with them. So that's really nice. And now I have a one more question to you. I want to know that what type of works you have done till yet. Like as I see your profile, I see you have published some articles. You also write a book. So can you please tell us something about that too?
Yes, I'm also an author, if I may say. I have published a book titled Behind the Scenes No More, thanks to etiquette. Just hold on, just so I can show it. Yeah, here. Yes. So it's a two-part book. The first book is called Navigating the Career Maze, which basically teaches people about going through their career, knowing how to behave, what to do, how to dress, how to approach people, how to attract the right business partners and business associates. So it kind of prepares one, or teaches them about the workplace, about the career maze and how to navigate it. Yeah, so and then the book two is called The Social Experience. The social experience talks more about our socializing, socializing, like in terms of the dining etiquette, travel etiquette when you get to other countries, the use of social media, yeah, everything that is really social, like when you are hosting a party, a dinner party, so that people can arrive on time, bring gifts, know how to dress for the occasion, RSVP, so the books basically talk about that. Like when we started the interview, I mentioned that etiquette is basically about the unwritten rules. So for me, it was important that I wrote those rules, because if they are not written, how will we know them? So I wrote these 2 books. They're also available on Amazon. I also did another book with my daughter. Here it is. Yeah, it's a coloring book. I don't know if you can see.
See that, ma'am.
Yeah, it's a coloring book as well as a reading book that teaches young children about good manners, because I feel that we as adults have a responsibility to teach our children how to behave, good manners, how to greet other people, how to treat other children, how to share, So I did it with my daughter so that she grows up knowing how to behave. And I also have this journal that I have themed in our language. The theme is called Botho. Botho, it's a Setswana word meaning humility, and then Lorato, meaning love, and then Tlotlo, meaning respect. And I called it Botho Lorato Tlotlo, meaning humility, love, and respect equals etiquette. We must make it a lifestyle. So that is the things that I believe in, and I teach people that etiquette starts with having love for one another, respecting one another, and knowing humility towards one another. Because if you know all these 3 things, then you will be able to understand and know how to treat others. Yes, that's also what I do. I'm an author, and I'm still working on other books.
That's great. That's really great. I've met with someone who has write more than 2 or 3 books, as you said, and that's really nice. That the language which you are uses. Yes, sir. Really true. I don't understand in a well way, but I can understand English. But the book is really awesome as I see the cover as you're describing it, and I request you that in this section that once we have a next chance, I like to know more about these, especially about your books. We will make a different section on which we share some information about your book, how the people can read that book, how it's available for everyone, and what is in the book. So our summary, so the people will get more excited about that what is really things are, because we know how to behave, but sometimes due to some issues or our nature we can't do that. So I feel that's the right part to go ahead with that. And I really thanks to you ki you are give us opportunity to take your interview, and you are come in this section. That's really a proud moment for me, very honest. And I really appreciate that you have given us chance to have a first international section with you. So that's really nice to you, ma'am. Thanks once again.
And also, I think I must mention that there's another project that we are working on. Like we've been saying, etiquette is about understanding. It's also about understanding the different cultures and embracing other people from other countries. So I think I want to mention that there's a project that we are working on with other women from across the world. We are working on a book called Around the World with Etiquette. So it's a book which will have etiquette from Botswana, etiquette from Poland, etiquette from the United States, from Turkey. And I'm also excited to say we will also have etiquette from India, because we are working with Miss Nirali Shah. She's contributing towards the book as well. So yeah, it's something that I need to mention, because it's a big project that we'll be talking about different countries. Yes, that's a big project that I'm looking forward to.
Definitely. And in this project, if you need any type of my support, our company, our channel is always with you, ma'am. No issues.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And honestly, I feel so honored to be in your show and doing this interview, because I love India and I would like to experience the magic of India, the culture. It's so colorful and the people are so friendly. So I hope in the near future I will be able to visit
Definitely.
India.
Whenever you visit, just let us know. We are very excited to a warm welcome of you and your family, ma'am. We are wait for that day. So
Thank you
now
so
let's continue the section. Okay, let's have a two more questions I have in the last.
Okay.
The last question, second last question I have, that as you are working in this field, so what type of services right now you're offering? So if the person wants to know more, that or they want to join the service, so what type of services you are offering right now? Can you please explain us?
Okay, I give business etiquette. I give customer service. I do management development. I do protocol. I do some of my flagship courses, our class competition, which is also the power of professionalism, how to win in the international arena, the power of professional presence, dine like a diplomat. So I teach all these things, and I can also custom make a course depending on what the client's needs, because different people come to me with different needs. Some, they are concerned about the employees' presentation in terms of how they dress, in terms of their body language, in terms of the workplace culture. Some, they want to train their employees who are supposed to be doing business with international customers, and they want me to help them understand those cultures and how to deal with international customers. Some is just management capabilities, how to train people to be managers. Let's say maybe someone has been a supervisor and are promoted to a managerial level. They need to understand the changes that are going to take place. So those are some of the services that I offer.
Great services you are offering, ma'am. And now at the last of this section, I want to request you, I really request you to share one message, not for just India, for the all over the world who are watching this section. So what's your message for them, ma'am?
Okay, I would like to tell the viewers that the world is a very exciting place. Tell yourself that you want to go out there and learn about other cultures and meet different people, and also believe in yourself and believe that whatever that you dream, you can achieve. Because with me, I wanted to achieve this dream of being an etiquette coach, and I flew all the way from Africa to the United States to do my training. Also, I had a dream of writing a book. So now I've written not just one book, but 4 books. So please believe in yourself. Please follow through with your dreams. Please allow yourself to learn about the world, because there is so much that you can learn from different people across the world. So do yourself a favor by investing in yourself with etiquette trainings that are offered in India or in other countries, because the only way that you can have a satisfying, happy life is for you to be well informed about the world and what is happening in it. Thank you very much for having me.
That's really nice message, ma'am. I really happy to have this message, and I really believe that whoever see this interview will definitely understand the means and understand the last message which you have shared, and that's your projects and everything is really nice. And I really very happy once again to inform you that It's our first interview on an international level, and you are our first guest from Botswana. So I'm
Thank you
really
so
happy
much.
with that, ma'am. And
That
thanks a
is
lot.
such an honor. That is such an honor.
Jai Shri Radhe Krishna, ma'am. Namaskar.
And then the last thing that maybe I should add, if there are any people on social media who would like to follow me on Instagram, it's Etiquette with Semi. On Facebook, it's Etiquette with Semi. On LinkedIn, it's Samantha Matlhagela, because my full name is Samantha, but I'm affectionately known as Semi.
That's right.
So
I do one more thing is I share all your social media handles in the description box, including your website and details, so the person can easily approach to you whenever they want to approach.
Thank you.
a lot.
Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it.
Sure. Thanks a
Yes.
lot, ma'am.